Alright guys, now that season 8 is out, I'm going to show you all of the tasks that you can see right here. And we're going to talk about each one and some tips on doing them and doing them well. And I'm going to give you all the tips because this season is actually, I mean, it can be a little bit more complicated than you might think. And so let me kind of go into those. Each day there are tasks, and the first one is just to talk to this guy and the elder, and that's going to give you 5 season points right there, okay? And then you're going to eventually talk to him, and you're going to start getting tasks from the war chief each day. Those tasks get harder and harder, but honestly they don't get that much hard. You can see here, speak to the elder, 5 points. The first 7 tasks are each worth 20 points, and these technically they're one a day, but sometimes depending if the devs couldn't release the update right on time, that you might get 2 or 3 the first day, and you can go ahead and bust through those first 3 days. And if you miss a day, you can come back and finish it, and that's actually a big part of what I'm going to be talking about in this video. Is some tactics in here. So the first one's easy, right? You kill monsters or animals, literally anything in any zone. And by any zone, what they mean by that is, this orange zone, this red zone, this green zone, this red, green, and yellow zone. And also if you go to town and you activate the secret grove where there's no PvP, that zone as well. Those are farm zones. The first quest is literally to kill any type of enemy, even a deer. Just 10 of them. So it's super easy. It turns into 15 Draugrs, which is, that includes Draugr thralls, Draugr sorcerers, Draugr shamans. Anything where it says Draugr in the name, you're good. Then shamans and sorcerers are only those. Again, and when it says farm zone here, it means any of those zones I just pointed out. By the way, this map was written out, or this chart was made by Flaw Power. If you guys have not subscribed to Flaw Power, I know I've promoted him a lot on my channel, but I really like Flaw Power. He and I have worked together on Frostborn pretty much since the beginning, or not since global release. He and I have been working together, and it's been great. He's great at putting together charts like this, and so I definitely recommend checking him out. 3 giants in the farm zone. All of this stuff is easy. You don't have to. There's no tricks on this. Just go and do it. It's going to be so easy. The first time that there's going to be a trick is this last one right here, where it says 3 bosses in a tomb. In the OBT, which usually is not that crowded, we are finding that on the days that you have to kill bosses in tomb, the days that is the quest, there are so many empty tombs because people are going to these zones and they're running in. And in fact, I think this might be a day. I think right now we're in the OBT in a day that the boss is one of the things. So let me see if I can actually show this to you guys. It's getting late in the day, so it may not actually be an issue. But yep, here we go. This is what we see, I think. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. Maybe. Let me see. Yeah, so I have a feeling this tomb's already been picked clean. Let me check to make sure. And if it has, nope, it has not. Okay. Well, what has often happened, even in the OBT, is that you'll go in and the tombs, they literally just got in, went straight for the boss, killed the boss, got out, didn't loot any chests. It's going to take a little while for the zone to respawn, to respawn, and it basically just creates a bunch of dead zones, and that's a problem, right? Because you're trying to get that quest done. My suggestion is to not do that quest on that day, okay? You see here that, it's 3 bosses in a tomb. The next day's 15 monster animals in a farm zone, okay? When that next day comes and people are just killing things, it's super easy quest, they're just gonna people are gonna be resetting zones all the time, and they're not gonna be really worrying about the tomb. Maybe there'll be a few people that are doing what you're doing, but it will be so much rarer. People will be resetting the zones because they'll be killing so many mobs in the zones. They'll be resetting them a lot quicker. That's the time that you go in. But basically, don't do what everyone else is doing. One, because tombs is also where you get trapped, right? People are gonna jump you. The most likely is in a tomb. So my recommendation is on the days that it's a tomb day, I would say don't worry about doing tombs on those days, especially if you're making up a bunch of quests and it happens to be a day where there's a tomb day. The zones are just going to be, there's going to be a lot of empty zones, because if I'm seeing a lot in the OBT, it's going to be a lot in the global. Okay, in global on those days, on the 7th day, theoretically, again, if they start 3 days late, it's going to be like the 6th day. But the 7th quest day, so let's say they start and there's like at least 2 quests. So that would be the 6th day. Anyway, 7th quest, 11th quest, 19th quest, 22nd, 25th. These days, you're going to find just a lot of zones that basically the only thing people did was go and kill the boss and get out. And so on those days, I would not recommend working on that. And those are the days that I would recommend going in here and basically, some of this stuff's going to be cleared out for you. Wow, that was stupid. Don't do what I just did. But basically just come and mine these things and get ahead on this, because every day you're going to want to get your 60 points. And this is the day to do it, because there's going to be a bunch of dead zones that aren't really that active. People are going to go in, they're going to look and see if the tomb's empty, and they're going to be like, dang it, and they're going to move to the next zone. I promise you, I just saw this in the OBT a ton. They'll move to the next zone and they'll just leave the zone alone. They won't look around, they won't look for people in it, and so you pretty much have this area free to yourself. And let's do this. So this is another one. Hellsphere. How are we going to do this? It's got I'm gonna soup up. Come down here. For those of you, I didn't show this in my tips and tricks video, or my video on the season 8. It's like the one thing I didn't really cover very well, so I'm going to show you guys now. Alright, I'm going to come in here and get the ritual pearl. There we go. Big Hell Sphere. So this is a cool thing. You can then open it and get a weapon, which this time was crap. But that's something that it's not worth season points. It might not be worth it to you to do, but they do have some great stuff. I'm pretty sure it says that they even have some legendary stuff. It's probably a very rare chance. But if there's ever a day to do it, it would be this day. When the server is busy, because people, especially when the task first comes out, people get like frantic to finish it right away. Like sometimes they think, oh, I only have 24 hours to fix it. Sometimes they feel like they act like they have 1 hour to finish it. They're like, I got to get this done right now. It's available to me. Other people say, oh, I got 24 hours, but the truth is you've got until the end of the season to finish it. So just wait a day, go to the zone, get a bunch of these, open them up. There we go. We just got 40 points. We need to get 60 points every day to unlock the Elders quest line. and it gives a ton of legendary weapons. Honestly, guys, this update is the most amazing free-to-play update we've ever seen. I think it is. This is the ultimate free-to-play update. Not only did they fix stun traps, and they added the rune hammer, which allows you to rune it, but the season itself is just speaks. It's like the season was built for free-to-play players. You know, we've got these quests are easy to do for a free-to-play player. 50, even the hardest ones, killing 30 sorcerers, which is harder than 50 draugrs, is not that hard. And even by the time you get to this point, you're already done. The total season points is 1195. When you go in here and you look at the season, you only need 895. So really, what that means is you only have to complete. You don't have to do these last 5. So you just have to go here to the 10 giants in a red zone. These are really easy tasks. I don't know why the devs are so generous to free-to-play players this season, but I love it. I just think, wow, amazing job being so generous. And so now you can get up to 3 free-to-play chests, which by doing that, this is going to give you a chance at getting a northern wolf, getting a boar, which right now the boar is arguably the most broken part of the game. So now free-to-play players have at least 3 chances of getting a boar. And then the black fox, which I think is pretty cool. Not to mention, rune bags and Kyrgyz flasks, all of that stuff. And Nord bomb for a free-to-play player. These are some great items. And all of these things, there's so many of these. They're great. So, yeah, I would say this is the best free-to-play season we've ever seen. If you guys want, maybe I can blow this up for you. Let's see if I can blow it up real quick. Oh. And still blowing. Still blowing. All right, there we go. It's about as big as I can get it. All right, so there we go. This is it, and really, what it boils down to is pretty easy. All of them are pretty easy. The only one that you'll find difficult, and still it won't even take you but an hour, is the boss in tombs. And my main recommendation is just to wait until the next day on those. Farm the zones on those days. Wait on the quest. If you see a tomb that is like, oh man, there was a mob over this tomb and I'm pretty sure no one's in that tomb, and you think you can clear it quickly, go clear the tomb. Get that boss. But don't feel like you need to kill all 5 bosses in tombs on that day, because everyone else feels like they need to do that, and it's going to create so many unused zones. So you go use the part of that zone that no one else is using, and then the next day you'll have 2 quests, finish the bosses, and then do the next quest, and you'll be a little bit behind for a second, but I promise you it'll save you a ton of time doing it this way. So that's my big tip. I mean, it's not much of a tip, but it is meaningful. You will save a lot of time if you listen to this. And so I recommend doing that. And then honestly, just if you can give the devs credit, this is an amazing update. I think, I don't know if you guys got reviews on Frostborn or you are on the Discord server, but tell the devs how amazing this update is. I mean, the fact that they fixed stun traps, which was, I think, the most complained about thing in the game. Stun locking. They added a rune hammer, which we didn't even necessarily ask for, but that was a very good free-to-play move. And then they created this very easy, relatively easy quest line, and a way for us to do both quest lines. We can finish the free-to-play players can easily finish the season and the quest line, no problem, with not like losing their life type of grind. I just think it's amazing. And so I hope you guys give them good reviews and tell them so that they know, hey, we should make more updates like this. So that's it, guys. Hope that helps, and I hope you guys take advantage of this season because it is an unbelievable season with unbelievable weapons, and they're all available to you. All right, guys. See you next time.